Hey, you can call me B if you like. So this video is so instead of just reading about me and then paying and then meeting me the day of and being like, oh, who the hell is that? Right? Now you can get to know me now and then see if this is a good vibe for you or not. So, welcome to my psychic session. And by the way, I totally encourage my clients to read themselves. I don't believe that a good psychic would try to get a client to be dependent on them. You know, it's kind of like a doctor or a dentist or somebody. Like someone who's ethical is going to want you to be well and not need them, right? You know, you don't want like a car mechanic who's going to fix part of your car and break another part so you come back, right? There are always going to be people who have problems, so I'm not worried about not having clients. And the day that no one has a problem means that there's peace on earth, so that's even better. So I'm not worried about that. I really want the best for you. So yeah, if you can read your own cards and be intuitive and trust yourself, I think that's a wonderful thing. Now, what's the good thing about hiring a psychic every once in a while? Well, it kind of gives you a little bit of validation. Because, for example, here, I have the soulmate card here. So let's say I'm doing a reading and I choose a card, you know, I don't know what I'm looking at and I just feel like this is the right card to choose and it turns out to be soulmate. Well, for one client, I might get this and say, oh, I feel like you're dating somebody right now and I feel like this person is your soulmate. For another person, the same thing could happen where I choose this card and I say, you know what? I feel like this is saying that your soulmate is out there. It's not the person you're with right now, but I feel like this person is around the corner. Do you see what I'm saying? So in other words, let's say you're with somebody and you're not sure what's going on and you come to me and this card comes up and I say one of those two things. And you resonate with it, you know, whether it's happy news or sad news, there's part of you that goes, ah, yeah, that's what I was feeling too. So you've got somebody else who's intuitive enough to tap into what's going on with you to give you that confirmation. And we can't really get confirmation when we do it ourselves. That's the beauty of having other people do it for us. Having said that, you know, again, I still encourage you to start becoming intuitive and trusting yourself. I want that for you. Sometimes I feel something that doesn't resonate with my client, that my client just totally didn't feel before the session, but as we're going through it, they start realizing, oh, wait. For example, the other day I was giving a reading to someone and a card came up for the people around her. The card was talking about community, belonging, and she said, I don't have that. And I said, okay. I shuffled the cards. Out of the 78 cards, picked one. Same exact card. You know, the chances of getting the same card twice in a row after shuffling are like 1 out of 6,000 or something. But you know what happened after that? She realized that she did have a community. She has a new community of people that she's been associating with on the chat board, that she really feels like she belongs there, that this is her tribe. And so it took her a little while. But that's just an example that before the reading, she didn't even realize this about herself. So when she left the reading, she felt more connected to the world. I know with a lot of mediums, some are clairvoyant, which means that they could see spirit. And some are clairaudient, which means they can hear spirit, or, you know, clairsentient, where they could feel it. Mine is just kind of like a potluck. So each time I meet with a client, it could be anything. The way it feels for me is like this. Let's say you're standing all the way down the street a mile away, and your loved one is behind like a thick glass wall. You know how some showers have the wall of the shower and you can see through it, but it's like cloudy, so you can partially see through it? So imagine a really thick wall like that, right? And I just happen to be standing closer to this wall than you are, and they're shouting from the other side, and I'm trying to hear them and see them. And so my job is, they're my client, right? And I'm trying to help them get their message to you. So usually the way that the session goes is I will sit quietly for a few moments, and then when I start feeling something, I'll start speaking and telling you what I'm getting. Now for me, it could be that I see a person, it could be that I'm hearing something, it could be that I'm feeling something. Sometimes it will be things that I don't even understand, but you do. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, I'm just making this up, but like, let's say I saw a peacock, and you have, a thing with your grandfather where he used to call you peacock. So I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know why I'm getting peacock, but you would know it because you know your loved one. I don't know them. My job is to take what they're giving me to help you identify who they are, but you're the one who's going to understand it. It's not going to be something that I know. It would help me if you brought a pencil and paper so that you could jot down whatever I say, because after I say it, I'm probably going to forget it because it's not my memories, it's your loved one's shared memories. And so then at the end, we could kind of go over everything that, you have written down. It would also help me a lot if you don't tell me anything. I don't even need to know your name. I know some psychics and mediums need your name, your name at birth and your birth date. I don't need any of that. In fact, the less that you tell me, the better, because if you start telling me stuff, then it'll confuse me as to what I know and what I'm receiving. I look forward to meeting you.